Gon' vote. Everybody gon' vote. Everybody gon' vote. Everybody gon' vote. Comrade! Labor right, them a go down, bong. Them a go down, bong. Them a go down. Is that? Margie, him a God picking. No hope their work if you touch Margie. Margie, him a God picking. No hope their work if you touch Margie. We now vote for Labour. Orange we a come out in now. If you love the PNP, who no step out for Marky G. Jamaica just come along with we. People time come, people time come, people time is up.
Only thing that's on my mind is who's gonna run this town tonight.
Yeah, I say that we are. Pledge your allegiance.
Who's gonna run this town tonight?
Yeah, I say that we are.
We gonna run this town.
Make the trumpets play. Make the trumpets play.
Hey guys, what's up? Here we are in the community of Mayall, the intersection to Tower Island and Kentucky. Now, as you can see here, a board of my opponent has been erected and has been here since the last election. And he's the deputy mayor. And the parish council saw no need to remove his boards. But my boards were put up last week in the election cycle and they decided to remove my boards. Dirty, undermining style of politics from the St. James Parish Council and the mayor. I am calling on you, Mr. Mayor, today. Please put back my boards where you get them from. Right? Because the law says we have until 4.5 years after the last election, which would bring us from September 7th, 2020 to March 8, 2025. And you took down my boards in April, which is illegal on your part, Mr. Mayor. I am imploring you. Your boards have been here since the last election. You didn't see the need to take them down. Please put back my advertising boards. Let us maintain civil politics. Look how much things in St. James that need to be done, that you need to pay focus on, and you're not doing it, Mr. Mayor. Come with the camera. Right under their sign is a big garbage heap. Garbage left, right, and center, as you can see. Zoom in on the garbage. Zoom in on the garbage. And this is a representation of the entire Montego Bay, where the city dirty. Right? The city doesn't reflect a modern tourism capital. When you talk about development for young people, when you talk about development of communities to facilitate tourism, Montego Bay, though the tourism capital of Jamaica, is worse in the Latin America and Caribbean region. And we're not competing just against ourselves. We're competing against other countries across the world, and we need to beautify and uplift our city. Mr. Mayor, focus on that. Please leave my posters alone and put back the ones that you have taken down. Have a good day, gentlemen. Time come for a change. Ladies, listen. Jamaica needs a change. Montego Bay needs a change. These leaders are focused on the wrong things, petty politics, when they should be uplifting the communities for young people. They should be cleaning up the garbage. They should be beautifying the city and ensuring that we have good standard of living. Have a wonderful day.
Jamaica people, good evening. One piece of bangarang in a Westmoreland last night. Judgment pitch. Pan Garfield James. Me say the Labour right them throw a big stone in a Garfield James windscreen last night. What make the Labour rights them so cantankerous in the country? Me say the Labour right them shall know no peace right across the country. Look in front town of Jamaica. Westmoreland Municipal Corporation meeting and the people them throw big stone in the councillor car glass, all because what? Them say if I know Moreland Wilson, them nah vote. Look pan the hungry belly labor right them in a Western Westmoreland last night. Me say them man a figure a police station. See the Garfield James from Waterworks in a Westmoreland. The man a figure the Wheaton police station go lodge complaint. Watch the malicious destruction of property. Labor right throw a big stone in a the man windscreen. But me want to ask Moreland Wilson and Garfield James. Moreland do one run off in a January and win. So why them a have 1 second runoff? I saw the Labour right them want get out the man out of the constituency. I want to know if Andrew Holness and Horace Chang really are go watch the Labour right them broke down and tear with the constituency. Over what? Look at this. Moreland Wilson survived vote by JLP delegates in Western Westmoreland. He win in a January. So what them a have a second runoff? I saw they want get rid of the man. Looking from town to Jamaica. I saw they want get rid of Moreland Wilson. But that fi happen to Garfield James because indeed in the PNP and that's why them have to kick him out kind of one rule and when gone in a Labour gone one rule them over there in the Labour Party. Look how them a blame all Venetia Phillips. So no kuya Jamaica. Only no see Labour mash up. Western Westmoreland shall return to the People's National Party. One comrade Ian Eels. Ian Eels are going to beat out either one of them win the runoff tomorrow. Time come Jamaica.
And they never see smoke without fire. No wonder the police officers them know a mask up. No wonder, it all makes sense. Because even though yes, them have an identification number, nobody really looks at the identification number. The first thing I look at is people's face when I see them. I don't look at your identification number until like afterwards. But no wonder, because the things that they are doing is unconstitutional. And I am so glad that this person, I think it's a man, I'm so glad that this person continued the process. They never stop. Because of the mere fact say what the police did to that young man is unconstitutional. And I keep on I say to people, a lot of these law enforcement officers, especially ghetto youths, you see when them know say or when them feel like say you don't know your rights, them will treat you like shit. And I have seen it happen before. I have seen it happen multiple times. Even with the young man when him Shaquille Higgins. Mama put up him story. Because I remember it from it happening now. I remember back in 2020 when the government, back in 2021 rather, when the government, there was a whole COVID thing and the government put in certain restrictions and all of that. No movements there, all of that. I remember that young man named Shaquille Higgins come on the internet and him talk against it and him tell Andrew which path go find up underneath him mother. And police arrested him. However, there is no law which states that you can arrest somebody based on the grounds of disrespect. There is no law which states that. They arrested this man on the grounds of some form of burglary accusation. Them go underneath the man bed, go take him out. I will never forget it. And then they had this man on video apologizing to Andrew Holness. So how is it that you say the man get arrested for burglary but him dep on a video? I apologize to the government, and not only that, why was that video made public? I'm hope him get rich off of the government, and my only issue with this is my taxpayers' money them I go use, my hard-working taxpayers' money them I go use, and do all of this. Because a lot of the times when I see police stop people, I know say something about it just feel wrong. What they do to poor people is wrong, and that's why they want a mask up. A lot of them is just a power trip, you know. Oh, me a police and me have the law in my hand and me can treat you any how I want to treat you. And I am so glad that that young man, him stand up strong and him never give up. Because from 2012 till now, that the justice system is another thing. Why is it that it took this person over a decade to get the justice? Forget $3.7 million. For $3.7 million? Why is it? And the justice system, you cannot convince me that it is not designed to frustrate you. The man could have dead and gone, then what? That is what they want to happen. They want to frustrate you. And that's why I tell people all the time, anytime police do no wrong, Rosalie for sue the damn government of Jamaica. She for sue them. Why is it that you're going at this woman's house? She naked in her house. Take her picture now, the woman picture up on the internet. She for sue them. Enough things them do poor people. And people for sue them. And them don't sue them and through them no say on the don't want rights. Yo, it bleed my heart sometimes. I see how police angle people boy pitney, you know. It bleed my heart, you know. I'ma say, oh God, I chew them pitney, you don't know them rights. You see, when you're an uneducated person, them will treat you like shit. Boy, I don't know. I'm just happy for that person here still. I never understand why it did take. Because you just swear say I want little 12 million, but I get $3 million for almost 15 years. That's some crazy ass nonsense.
There are several green papers, audits, and reviews within the Ministry of Health and Wellness that clearly outline the dilapidated state of the public health system. Even without resorting to these sources, there's a travel advisory issued by the U.S. State Department advising of the poor state of our hospitals and the prohibitive costs associated with accessing private health care. And this is borne out by the constant cries of the users of the public health system and the frustration of the healthcare providers themselves, often manifested in industrial unrest and protests. And even now there are murmurings of unrest in some sectors of the health service. One therefore has to wonder what guides the priorities for expenditure in the annual budget for the Ministry of Health and Wellness. With a capital budget of $11 billion, nearly twice that of education, one would expect clear efforts to decrease inefficiencies, to improve the overall experience of accessing the public health system, and to address the major health threats affecting Jamaicans. However, these major threats of chronic non-communicable diseases such as diabetes, hypertension, heart disease, and cancer have been, to an extent, sidelined in favor of massive spend on infrastructure concentrated in 3 hospitals. The massive cost overrun in the Cornwall Regional Hospital will go down as the greatest project cost variation in the history of Jamaica at a staggering 1,100%. Never before has any Jamaican alive or dead seen a project move from an estimated cost to completion of less than $2 billion and end up costing more than 10 times that amount at over $20 billion. And this figure is expected to rise further as the completion date is pushed farther away. The only person who predicted it accurately was Murray's guy, the member for Central St. Mary. It is telling that no one has been held accountable for this debacle. The Minister of Health has been bemoaning the lack of local expertise in hospital construction, but he's nevertheless decided to begin the construction of 2 new facilities at UHWI and Spanish Town. We wonder what the logic is behind that when the English-speaking Caribbean's largest community of Portmore still doesn't have a public hospital. And when the Western region is still struggling without a fully operational Cornwall Regional Hospital. And when the major parishes are without a facility that has basic diagnostic equipment. And in major urban areas, there's an economically unsound reliance on using private facilities for public patients, transported in scarcely available ambulances. With this budget, users of the public health system will continue to suffer from prolonged waiting times, overcrowded emergency rooms, inadequate hospital beds, and overworked and demotivated staff who can't wait for the next recruiter for a way out. Like the census, immunization rates are well below targets, and the maternal mortality rate is at its highest level in over 50 years. The maternal mortality rate in Jamaica is at its highest levels in over 50 years. No budgetary changes to deal with these problems. Mr. Speaker, something is wrong here.
We're not going to false promise. On the things that we are putting back in the office, on the things that we are novice, on the better listen to this. Vote them out, cause them not see we when we hungry. Vote them out from Kingston to country. Vote them out, cause when they win them a go dump way. We have to tell them promptly, people, just vote them out, cause them not see we when we hungry. Vote them out from Kingston to country. Vote them out, we have to tell them promptly, cause when they win them a go dump way. Marky G, you know you the people them really want to see a great leader who will talk for we. Put on the boat and go, they go walk for we. Yes, go march for we, because we have some guy with them on a intention, leading the country in the wrong direction. That's why we come to make we own a selection. This we are gonna do when him call the election. Vote them out, cause them not see we when we hungry. Vote them out from Kingston to country. Vote them out, cause when they win them a go dump way. So we a tell them promptly, people, just vote them out, cause them not see we when we hungry. Vote them out from Kingston to country. Vote them out, cause when they win them a go dump way. We have to tell them